Hey everyone, this week I'm starting construction on the Ninjago City Docks LEGO set. This was originally released in 2018, so I'm 7 years late to building this. What I like about these Ninjago sets is they're always very colorful, there's a lot of detail, there's definitely a lot going on. What I don't like about them, however, is they always have an extensive sticker sheet. I mean, the stickers are interesting, there's a lot going on the sticker sheet. But it's huge. Now this is actually one of 2 sticker sheets. There's tons of stickers that go with this set. Let's get right into it with bag number 1. We start with a rather large base plate, kind of a double base plate, 1.5. So the first 3 bags of parts do nothing but just flesh out the base. There's 1 minifig in bag number 1. This is Lloyd. Now Lloyd can either be displayed like this with his hairpiece on, or you can dress him up in his ninja outfit. Really just changing the headpiece. Okay, let's start building the base. Don't need this yet. I am missing a piece. Well, how about that? I'm just going to grab it from my parts bin, though. Do I have that shade? I do, but why am I already missing a piece in bag number 1? I checked the bag. It's not in the bag. Seems very odd to be missing a piece so early. Ah, I'm not. I'm just looking at the instructions. This piece here, that shouldn't be there. That is the piece I need. I should have put a flat tile in there. Well, that makes more sense now. Put this back in my parts bin. It is helpful to have a bunch of extra parts kicking around just in case. But yeah, that would have been unusual for that to be missing. That's the end of bag number 1. Really nothing that remarkable yet. This is called the City Docks, so I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of water. I can see in the next few bags there's a ton of water. But really just a giant flat base plate right now with a little bit of things sticking up. So you can see some stuff trying to emerge from the water. We'll go right into bag number 2. Put more stuff on the base here, and we have our first set of water tiles. There are a lot of these. And that is the end of bag number 2. Still doesn't look like much, although we're getting our first water feature here. Our foundation for the actual dock part coming out of the water. And coming up next in bag number 3, a whole lot more water pieces are going to be on this side. So we're just going to get right into bag number 3. There's 1 minifig in this bag of parts. This is apparently called Private Puffer. And he's got a puffer fish for a hat. And his sword is made out of a fish. Anyway, he looks kind of cool. A lot of water tiles. Bags 3 and 4 are pretty much nothing but water. just like that, bag number 3 is done. Just nothing but water tiles. So we'll get right into bag number 4 and finish off the water. I like how this is curling up. Is it curling up just because of all these tiles? Yeah, that's definitely got a curl to it. Oof, that's a lot of tiles. Look at this. Look how it's curling up. All the corners are curling up. I really wonder, is it just the tension of all those flat tiles pulling in that's causing this to curl? Hopefully, over time, gravity will suck that down. Well, I believe that should be most of the foundation. Doesn't look like much yet. Pretty boring. Trust me, it'll start to look more exciting here in a few more bags and parts. The good thing about this set is when I do eventually take it apart and use it for loose pieces, I'm going to have so many water tiles. Time for bag number 5. No more water tiles, that's good. Got some pretty chunky looking pieces here. Let's get to it. A couple lily pads, that's kind of cute. I'm going to turn this around. Lots of big plates in this bag. I like this detail, just a little opening there so the water can flow underneath the dock. Cute frog. Barrel. Cover all that up. Vegetation always makes a set look nice. Flip this back around. I wondered why that was left open. And last 2 pieces. That's the end of bag number 5. Now that everything's covered, it's really starting to look defined. But there's still nothing really interesting to look at yet. I do like the vegetation on the front, so this is now starting to get some nice detail. There's a barrel, cute frog. I like these openings at the end, but it still doesn't quite look like anything yet. So we're just going to cruise right into bag number 6. So bag number 6 is all of these brown pieces. So this looks like it's going to be like mimicking bamboo. There's going to be a lot of it. So there's going to be quite a few sub-assemblies. So I'm going to move this out of the way and do the first sub-assembly. This assembly is going to be quite repetitive, I think. Looks like a flute. This first assembly goes right there. Let me guess, they're all going to be along here. Ah. 6 of those. 6 assemblies. Now one of them was slightly different because I think I lost the part, or maybe it rolled off the table and I didn't notice and it went underneath my cabinet. This one's the different one. So I'm going to put the different one for the first one in the line, then all the same ones this way. Oh, looks kind of cool. And that was all that was in bag number 6, was just this right here. So we're almost finished with the base. Because of the repetition, that went very quickly. Let's go right into bag number 7. There's one minifig in this bag. This person's name is Runji. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kind of a neat accessory. A rod with some fish hanging off the bottom. Nice hat. Also in this bag of parts is a molded element. I think I've seen this before. I don't like seeing a lot of molded parts. I prefer my Lego parts to be more standard, but the odd molded piece is okay. Let's get to it. I think there's like bollards you can tie off to. And our first sticker. So many stickers. So this sticker says City of Ninjago. That goes right there. Another big molded element. These are quite common though. Just like a mountain cliff type piece. Should fit in this pocket right here. Bit of a tight fit. Give it a good squeeze. Spin this around. I put this on the wrong level. That should be down there. Time for a sub-assembly. There's some nice detail in this decorative grating. This must be for some railing. That's a telescope. That's pretty cool. So this assembly goes up here. Should go this way. Now it's starting to see some detail. There's a ball joint. Not sure what that's going to be used for. Oh, it's going to be used for a plant. Another sub-assembly. Time to use this A-frame. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be, but it goes right here. All the details in this one corner. Now these flat tiles around the outside will be so that whatever building goes on top of here can be easily removed. It only affixes down to the 4 studs on the corners. That is the end of bag number 7. Finally starting to see some detail. All of it was in this one corner here. Looks like a little observation platform. There's a telescope. Still not sure what this is yet. I'm sure that'll become apparent later. This looks pretty cool in here. The water channel going inside. Platform extends over top. Nice decorative column. Looks to be like a stone lantern. City of Ninjago sign. Bollards here for ships to attach to. Bamboo detail. Water, lily pads. Frog, vegetation, barrel. Starting to come together. I know the first 4 or 5 bags are pretty unexciting, but it's definitely starting to look nice now. And now that I put more detail on top, the water element starts to look better. The contrast between the black and the light green and the dark green underneath does give the water some depth. Overall, I think it's a good effect. But you know, this is a good stopping point for this week. I've crammed 7 bags of parts to this video. Next week, I think we'll tackle the next 4 bags of parts, which will add more stuff on this side here. And then we'll build up from there. Well, what do you think so far? Super boring? Starting to look exciting? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. We'll continue with this build next week.